Hello and welcome to Addressing Feedback. In this video I am going to walk you through my process for addressing client feedback on a project. So I am working on a logo called Becoming Superhuman. The client has requested a few changes to logo design options that I showed him, and I'm going to Frankenstein this bitch to make it exactly what it needs to be. And I think it's going to be better for it. So let's walk through the feedback here. The logo options I showed were these four and a variation of them that you can see here, and these. So this is like mood boards. But the client saw the majority of these, and we had an active discussion about them. And their feedback is all valid. This isn't a pile on the client or anything like that. This is just me thinking about the feedback that was given to me and applying it and seeing how it works, and then whether or not I have to go back and tell the client, hey, this is not going to work because it doesn't, for whatever reason, whatever we discover, or if I find something better along the way that I think works better, if I can present that and then find a happiness of both worlds where I get some ownership of the design and feel like I have created value for the client with my own creativity, and that they get something that is now familiar to them but maybe pushed into a direction that makes them excited even more. So try to do both. Try to show the client what I can when I can show it. So the first bit of feedback, real minor stuff, like he wanted to change the colors and to change the human to super, make the emphasis on the word super, so that becomes a red color. He wanted to make these other colors black, and this is a brand color. He's using it with other brands, so it's going to be our tie-in, sort of the thing that connects all brands. They have this color called Superhero Red. So other feedback included the lightning bolt being changed to look more like an S, to be reflective of the S in Superman here. So making that a bit more ownable is going to be important now, because this is designed to have like this upward directional momentum. When I was drawing it, I was thinking about like this idea of this extension of this power, this lightning bolt. So it's going to change the placement. I know that right away, of where the figure is going to go, and this figure is also going to need to be like refined a bit in my mind, just because the hand looks goofy. Anyway, so the other bits of feedback were on this one specifically were to create larger loops so the word super isn't covered up. So again, that's fine. I think that's an easy thing to do. My thinking is on both of them, the S needs to change. So that's the big thing we need to deal with first. Then designing the swoosh so it still encompasses everything but doesn't look really like horsey and big and awkward. And then we'll go from there. So I want to look at this a bit closer, and I'm going to flip it by going to arrange and transform and reflect, and then I'm going to position it that it is in a similar orientation to the other design. So that looks pretty good for now. Now, where's the super, or where does he go? Where do they go? They're non-binary. This is a non-binary superhuman. It's a bunch of ones. Not to be confused with binary, which are ones and zeros. So this might work if I change stuff like this. I have no idea. I know I might need some more space to make it work better, or I might need to adjust the positioning of the fist, which might be a good alternative to start from. So if I just give myself more room here, I think it's still going to feel like it's punching right into it. Yeah, I think the positioning needs to change a bit more, but I like the positioning of the cape, so let's think about that. If they go like this, do they need to get smaller or bigger? Alright, so this is what I'll do here, is I'll go back to where I was, and I'll make versions of these that are all just slightly different and then compare them. So we'll do small, medium, large, right? Got small version nestled in here. Exactly how the cape interacts is something that can be designed as well. We got the medium version, which I guess would be this one. And then we'll have like a really large version where it's maybe super zoomed in somehow. Can I make that work? I don't know. I guess you can't go too big without losing a lot of what's going on. That's silly, don't do that. Right, so, I mean, this isn't bad. I guess it's similar to this one, right, with the medium version. The way it sort of tucks up there is nice. I'm thinking about the spatial. Thinking about everything spatial here, whether or not there's enough room here to make it not get lost when it's real thin. Like that's kind of cool. And then I think the cape needs to be addressed in some way. Because I just don't love it. I'd rather it feel more intentional with the shape of the S so that it doesn't compete but feels natural. So I guess something like this. I keep picking up the wrong anchor point. Oh yeah, this guy's right in the way. I want this handle. There we go. Now I'll bring this here, and when I bring it back, it won't be in the way. So something like that is pretty cool. That's better. It feels a little bit more fluid and like a cape. And then the character itself is just a little like a little goofy. So I want to see if I can maybe bring some better designs to the shapes. Like this butt looks a little low, like their butt looks a little low, but I don't want it to be like boom Kardashian, you know. I want it to sit maybe a little higher because this is a super person. They have glutes of steel, and this, yeah, we don't want it to be like breasts, but we want it to be, you know, a proud chest. That's pretty good. Very good. I like that a lot. That feels much more, we'll just call like intentionally designed, right? It feels much more involved with the space rather than just sitting on top of it. Okay, the next thing to do will be to look at this hand. I mean, I think the hand's cool, but it's just like a little, it's like a little too much like a marshmallow in shape rather than a hand shape, but I think I'd like something that looks a bit more realistic. So I kind of know what a hand looks like, kind of. Off the top of my head, I don't need a reference right this second, but if I'm thinking about the space and how this design of the hand shape interacts with the space, then I can, you know, indicate that it's a powerful fist without necessarily being so literal about it. And I think what I need are more anchor points here. 1 to 2 more anchor points. So I can pull this, create more of like a fist. There we go. So I think I want this to be here. And less curved down, more straight up. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like a little goofy because I know I'm looking at my fist in my right in front of me at this very moment, so I don't need like a picture reference, but this feels a little bit better to me. So then I think I just need to round the corners differently. So I'm going to remove the handles of these two dots, and I'm going to just select each one, get in here real close. Alright, so the distance is, like, this is too small. I need to be working a bit bigger on the page for this to work. So now I can, there's more room in here to create a rounded corner radius, so I had to make it bigger, yeah. So now if I click these anchor points, this little dot appears. I can just hold, I can just click and drag. I don't have to hold anything. And around these corners, and it gives me control over both of them at the same time until they make a perfect circle, until like their anchor points touch, right? They give a little kiss and mwah. Oh, I missed you. Come back to me. Okay, so they're gonna go right here, and that's gonna be my fist. Now I think this has too many anchor points. I don't think I need this one specifically, so I can be a bit more intentional with this forearm, which I think is fine. I thought it was fine, but now that I'm looking at it, it was kind of garbage. But like, I don't want them to lose their bicep, so I need to figure out what I'm doing with this arm here, because it's kind of missing a tricep too. I want something like this, like this, like this. I think that kind of looks better. I think it, I don't know why, I'm just seeing like a brachiosaurus in my head. Like it looks like a dinosaur neck, like a long neck. But I think it's close. Maybe this is too much of a bend. It should be more muscly. Maybe I should just curve these at different widths too. A little bit less on this one. Oh, you know what? I don't think I need this divot to be so pronounced. That's kind of... no, that doesn't make help. That doesn't help. Pull this back. Pull this here. Yeah, like a smoother curve straight up, and then this is the bicep. The head feels, oh, the snap too kind of solved that for me miraculously. Cool. And then figure out if I want this to connect to his neck or if I should want to show the neck. How much neck do I need to show? Should it come up here? Whoa. No, let's do it right there. That's some neck. Do I want to show that neck? Is that neck? Is that necessary? Yeah, I like that. I like that swoopage. Swoopage, buddy. Alright, that's cool. I kind of love that too. That's fucking dope. I'm going to show him this. It's kind of an accident, but I'm going to show it to him. So we'll go make a copy of this. Whoa. Copy of this guy right here, and we're going to bring this back down, way back down where it were. That's probably cool right there. Be cool if, maybe it'd be cool if the, nah, it's stupid. Alright, so this, well, I'll fuss with the perfect placement of this later. So coming back to here, so the swoop, I got the swoop coming out of the B here. I'll just start with this one, but I don't need you. So I'll bring, shit. Oh shit. I'll bring this over here. So I'm gonna do the same old treatment, flip these colors, black, blue becomes black. I didn't grab this one. Blue becomes black. Swoop, doop, goes here. I mean, I don't really know if there's a way to get this to do what he's asking, which is why I think Whoa, something's happening with my mouse. That was weird. It's clicking all over the place. So, I think I need to draw that. Just completely rejigger this. What is happening here? It's kind of a cool shape, huh? It's kind of retro futuristic-y. He doesn't want it to cover any letters, which is, you know, that's a choice, you know, that's a choice. He doesn't want to cover the letters. That's cool. It's one of those things where if it's specifically for, like, I don't know if there's a specific reason like he wants it, but he asked for it, so there's no real point in arguing with that kind of request. Just sort of do your best to show what it could look like, and then have a conversation about that, about the, like, what's making it work or not work. So, like, I think he mentioned bringing it to the, as far as the A. So just to start at that point. I think what I'm having trouble with is what's already been determined in, like, the previous handle design. So I'm going to reset all the handles and start over. Alright, so I don't think I need to do that actually at all. So here we go. Getting a little quiet here. I'm staying with it. I'm staying in it. Here we go. The B, if we wanted to swoop, I mean, it's got to have to swoop really far to get back over there. That's the other thing. Man, I put these big old swoops. I could, or it has to come, like, real quick under. I just realized I lost that other design I really liked. Let me see if I can find it. Ba, ba, ba. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move this over just because I think that's kind of cool looking. Maybe I'll use that for something else. So I'm going to bring this here. Whoa. I'm going to swoop this under real big. So this is going to be like the top line, and then this is going to come back. It's going to have to, like, really cut quick. I just don't know if I can make this look good without making it humongous. Maybe someone else would be better at doing something like this. I don't know. I guess this is probably what I want to be doing. And then bringing this way in. Like, I want that thickness. But I don't want this to be so wide. This might have been something better to sketch out first. Ha! I don't know. It's just sort of a goofy thing. Okay. So, as I'm thinking about this, and the last things I have to do, I have to add this person to it. So that's added to this now, and then this needs to come up and meet it like this, I think. But I also think that because they don't want me to cover anything up, it's gonna have to, like, go behind it. So like that is probably the best way to do it. And then we'll have to adjust this B. So unhook that, send that to the back. And yeah, I don't know. It's just hard. This is like one of those fussy things that I spend a little bit too much time on because I want the shape to look nice. So you gotta try a bunch of shapes. I mean, what's going on with this? It's just too goofy a shape, I guess. No, it's me. I'm the problem. Here we go. I fixed it. So if you stuck with me through those long bouts of silence, good for you. This is where I'm probably going to toss it back to the client, something very close to here, and just kind of pitch the idea that I don't know. I think it's just maybe too like forced at this point. What do you? I don't know. You let me know in the comments. Is this total garbage? Should I tell the client that this is a no good? Should this go out real big and just basically be the Nike swoosh, and then he can get super sued? Super sued Cyan? I don't know. I've never watched that show. Alright. This looks super bright to me for some reason. It was. Oh my god, it was so bright. On my screen for some reason it looked orange. I thought my pixels were deceiving me. Okay, so I never updated these orange colors to the superhero red. That was blowing my mind right now. Okay. Just bring these in. Keep them thin. Maybe probably don't need to like carry it all the way there. More just imply that it finishes there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm going to send these back to him. This has been Addressing Feedback, the first in a series that I probably will never revisit. If you like series that just have sudden drop-offs with unexplained absences from their creators, then this is the channel for you. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.